Greetings, fellow mercenaries. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Wartales, Episode 6, Rat Infestation. So you guys want me to spend it in cooking? So let's take a look. I can make venison skewers, which would use the venison I picked up. So let's do that. There's a little bit of synergy there. And I would gain more knowledge points by just making the skewers themselves. So when I get back into town... Oh, what is this ore? I want to go over there too. When I get back into town, I need 5 salt for the venison and 6 salt for the wheat. But that should push our cooking skill up pretty good. And there seems to be another location that we discovered on the way over there. Pedra Mountain Pass, or yeah, Pedra Mountain Pass. I'll actually do that later. I want to get back to town. So we need to be headed to the right of this fork. Maybe these traders have goods. So another use of sprint is allows you to catch up to traders, otherwise you move roughly the same speed as them, which can be frustrating.
Might I interest you in my humble wares, my good sirs?
So medium armor gambeson and a two-hander mace. I wanted to avoid using two-handers, so I'm not going to pick that up. The gambeson has what? 9 guard, 12 armor for medium. So Kath, as a fighter, only can use heavy, so that's not useful to him. Jazz can use only light, so not useful. Dai is only light. Shield is heavy as a destroyer. And Helga can use medium as a berserker. So Helga's the only one that stands to benefit, and that would be adding guard to her. So that might be actually worth buying from them.
Might I interest you in my humble wares, my good sirs?
So sure. Investing some armor for Helga. So it reduces her movement by 2, but increases her guard by 9, which is a lot. And then armor by 2. Plus she looks... I don't know. Better-ish?
Might I interest you in my humble wares?
And selling the old one. I'm really hoping to recruit someone heading into town, because I would love for someone to pick up the mining skill so that we can do more forging. So let's hope that there's a good recruit.
Might I interest you in my humble wares, my good sirs?
Looks more armored, that's for sure. Yeah, it has like a bassinet or whatever it's called. So we're due some crowns for questing, dealing with those drunkards.
Might you be looking for work? Here is your reward.
We can pick up a gang killing. Vidric gang, which is off to the east. Whatever your name is. Quick and solitary. You're not a terrible choice. Also, it's worth considering mining is a like a strength based, so a brute would stand to benefit the most from it. Well, not the most, but one of the ones that would benefit from it. Then we have a thick-skinned heavy sleeper. Does not reduce the escape ability of nearby prisoners. So when they're sleeping, you know, if you have prisoners, they might escape. So this is a ranger. And rangers can level up to cutthroat strategists and poisoners. A ranger with guard is a little weird. Guard is better for anyone that wears heavier armor. And then Midas, a pugilist. So this is a new class that we haven't seen yet, which is like a brawler, if you will. Can level up to wrestler, bruiser, slayer. And has quick and unlucky. So unlucky reduces crit hit chance, but quick increases movement. Should I recruit someone? I could also check in the prison to see if there's anyone in the prison to recruit as well. There is also, I will add, opportunities to potentially recruit people that you happen upon through the story. So you're not just restricted through recruiting in the taverns and prisons. We've already established that you can potentially recruit people through capture as well, like capturing animals and the like. And taking a look at the abilities that they start with. So first aid and ram. Ram is as a result of the weapon. We've got first aid and stab as a result of the weapon. And then Midas has double strike. So the weapon gives double strike, has first aid, also has attack stance and defensive stance, which is you get as a pugilist.
Might you be looking for work?
I haven't checked into my path in a while, so let's take a look at that. We're getting pretty close to unlocking our first mysteries and wisdom. If I collect 15 more resources, we're there. Crime and chaos. I would need to pick more locks or ambush people. I'm not going to be pickpocketing or doing suspicion things. And then for trade and craftsmanship, cooking, paying wages on time, resting with no wages left to pay, crafting items, completing trade missions. Trade missions are going to be hard to do because I'm not planning on traveling anywhere else. And then power and glory, need more influence, crafting stuff, completing missions, etc. You guys think I should recruit someone, so I'm going to have you choose who to recruit. Brute, pugilist. What is it? And oh, I didn't mean to click that. Ranger. So again, the brute was quick and solitary. The ranger was thick-skinned and heavy sleeping. And already a miner, actually. Oh, a miner, but like no progress in it. And then a pugilist who's quick and unlucky. All right, looks like we're doing the brute.
I've had enough of my nightmare neighbours. Take me far away from here.
Well, you know what that means. We got a raffle. A waffle. So good luck in the waffle. So she's going to be immediately able to level up to pick a subclass. So we already have one destroyer. We certainly could have two. There's not much of an issue with that. The benefit of destroyer is it's like another person that could wear heavy armor, who's constitution based. And the reason I mention that is mining is constitution based. So mining destroyer is kind of ideal, but that's not to say that it's forced. We could also do Vanguard or Smasher. So I'm going to have you guys vote on this in just a second. How to level the Brute. I'm not going to use her name because it's going to change. So, a reminder here. The Vanguard recklessly charges through, sort of trampling people and slowing them down, and is strength-based. The Smasher can poison people, and if they're bleeding, and is strength-based, they're both medium armor. And then the Destroyer, which is Constitution. So there is some synergy in between if I'm trying to be a miner, and I do take, like, let's say a strength-based, we can get Constitution from leveling up mining so that we can focus on strength. So it's not to say that we need to be Destroyer because it matches Constitution and Constitution, because obviously your Vanguards and Smashers want Constitution too, so that they don't die from, like, being sneezed on. So I'll have you guys choose that. Obviously it raises our wages and it raises our food, but our food and wages are pretty good right now. The other thing I wanted to check in on is if we can forge anything new. So I can make a falchion, an axe, which is a one-hander, or a mace, which is a one-hander. And I'm going to have Shield make himself a mace first. So let's forge it. Oh, I missed. Well, oh well. It's still slightly higher quality, I think. And I don't have the wood to make anything new other than that. So, shield, here you go. Looking nice. So obviously it's a big gain. It's a level 3 item rather than a level 1 item. it still has the pound skill, which does bonus to armor. Yep. And I don't think I have the material for anything else. No. Well, I need this tie to be broken. So if someone could, if you haven't voted yet, please feel free to do so we can break this tie.
Might I interest you in my humble wares, my good sirs?
And then it also potentially allows me to, like, buy armor right now from Adabet, depending on the class. So it looks like I should buy medium armor here. So I'm going to buy the Outlaw Tabard, sell the mace, resolve that. And then the new person who's going to be raffled off soon is becoming a Vanguard. So as a Vanguard, let's career plan you some strength. Cool. And we can have yet another person sitting at the campfire. And then also, I bought you armor, so that you're not wearing farmer rags. I definitely need a better weapon for you at some point, but that's pretty true with everyone. Roy, thank you for the resub. Alright, we're going to need to camp soon, but let's go towards the Pedro Mountain Mine and towards the Tome of the Ancients. So we'll be headed to the south. Oh, right, salt for all the cooking. All right, I'll get that. Actually, I'll probably get back into town and just camp in town, doing all that cooking. So we need 11 salt. Thank you for the reminder.
You touch it, you...
I'm just checking if it's on sale at either of these people.
Refugees.
Nope. And then we
Come,
could also
take a look at my
potentially...
wares.
Oh, he doesn't have sandstone right now. Never mind. Roy, not only did you resub, you just became our new Vanguard. It's too bad, you know, your name is Destroyer with Roy. It's too bad you're not the Destroyer. But yeah. Alright, so the salt was not on sale. It's fine.
You touch it, you buy it.
Actually gonna buy it all. And then we had the chance to cook mutton.
You touch it, you buy it.
So I'm going to buy 2 grapes because the mutton recipe requires grapes. Right? When we learn it. Grapes, salt, mutton, yeah. There's the skewers. And the bread. And he hit apprentice. So that he can learn the mutton stew, which is 2 mutton. So I'm going to try to go back into town before I rest, see if he has mutton for sale.
I understand there's a
Yep.
war in Rhadamant.
And then the advantage of this is I can cook mutton for the crew for a huge bonus. And we got knowledge points. So this gives strength and counts as 14 food, which is, you know, a lot. So anyone waiting at the well reduces the troops' daily food consumption and is happy. So let's have the new guy, Roy, wait at the well. I can't afford the newer campfire. Yeah, so we'll rest here in town, eating the mutton stew, paired with some bread, and burn 1 wood for happiness. Deal. So, we hit 15 happy again. In fact, I think we hit 17 happy.
Come, come.
I'm just checking to see if their wares have changed.
Those refugees.
You touch it, you buy it.
Man, so pissy. And with the bonus strength, I think I'm going to change my mind and go towards the rat infestation. With the bonuses that we have, I want to take on an infestation. So if I spend it in the forge, I'd probably try to learn... Ooh, I'm not sure what I would learn. Maybe helmets, because a lot of people are missing helmets. In workshop, I would go for like a better cooking pot to reduce the amount of food that we have to eat, or a better hitching poach for carry weight. For knowledge, honestly, I would probably want to save it up for endurance training. Endurance training is really nice. But for money is not bad, getting extra crowns after battle. Yeah. I'll have you guys decide. I'll put a little bit more time on that. How close are we to our carry weight max? We're not that close. Good. A little bit of a forced march situation here. But now that I have a miner, I can go back into the salt mine and mine that iron that I essentially paid influence for. With Roy.
You cleared out the iron deposits? Well done. We can get back to work.
Alright. I paid influence to get in here, and I just got it back. Because I helped them out by clearing out all the iron that blocked the salt. Does it make sense? Not so much. Because I think salt miners would have been able to do that for themselves, but whatever. I have iron now. I'm happy with it. So in terms of the amount of iron that I have, I've got 27. It does weigh a bit, but I'm not too worried about how much it weighs. And that is obviously enough iron to make the next campfire if I find wood, sandstone, and either make or buy some coal. Not bad at all. So there was no event at the Lund farm. It doesn't have the exclamation mark, which means that it's like a completed location. There's nothing to do with the Lund farm. So we're going to head up the hill towards the rebel leader. Are we close to making better weapons? Yes, if I found wood. Or made wood. One or the other. And you guys want me to spend the point in forge. Alright, let's go... Because only very few people are wearing helmets, so let's go with helmets. So next time I'm in town, I'll take a look at forging us some dome pieces. So here is the Refugee Haven. Here's the Fergus, the refugee leader.
Ah, mercenaries. Just in the nick of time. Welcome to the Haven. My name is Fergus. I'm the former Lord Mayor of Courtier, and I now lead the refugees. As you have discovered, the locals haven't exactly welcomed us with open arms. I've therefore decided to move our people to this cold and isolated wasteland. But it seems that it's still not far enough for the Lady Mayoress of Stromcap. Take our woodcutter camp, for example. We need wood to fortify our new home and survive the winter months. But the local farmers have been harassing us ceaselessly. I fear the worst. We haven't heard from our woodcutters in several days. Hence, the reason for your presence here. This situation could be far too dangerous for the humble farmers we are. I need mercenaries to find out what happened to our men.
Okay, I accept. And the reward promised? 20 wood. Oh, I love how that worked out.
Thank you. The woodcutters are just north of here.
Alright. There's also some other stuff to do here. Oh, there's a locked box. I haven't broken a pick yet, but... Yep, there it goes. I was going to say, I'm probably jinxing myself. I almost had it the first time. Good enough. Alright, rope. A lot of rope. Crowns, a wooden statuette that I can sell, and cloth. So the statuettes, the like trinkets, are just junk items to be sold. The game doesn't really do a good job of explaining that, but like there's no point in keeping trinkets. Ever. They don't do anything other than be sold. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure that's the case. Alright, and then there's you.
I know that Fergus and the others are doing their best, but let's face it, we won't survive the winter months if we stay here.
I asked Bertram to bring me everything I need to sew warmer clothing. When do you think he will be back?
Sorry dude, I killed Bertram. I don't think he's coming back. Yeah, he's very dead.
We are trying to rebuild a village from scratch. We've got more than enough farmers, but we are in dire need of skilled craftspeople. If you find a blacksmith amongst the refugees, please bring them to us. We are in such a bind that we are willing to pay for your help.
So she wants me to find a blacksmith? Copy that.
We sell all our surplus to help with the cost of rebuilding this ruin.
And she sells some stuff. Snow iris is one of the ingredients to make medicine, but I don't really have an apothecary, so I'm not looking to buy that. I will sell you rags, though, and a trinket. I don't know how that helps you, but, you know, whatever. It's not my problem. Alright, so we're done here. And with my strength bonus, I'm inclined to try to clear out this rat nest, which is just down here. Because I'm lazy and I don't want to have to walk all the way around, I'm going to demonstrate the first use of a climbing piton. So you set these up on the cliffside, and allows you to fast travel between the origin and the target, so that I don't have to walk all the way around, because, again, lazy. Oh, God, no! This is an isolated... I'd have to craft it... Okay, fine. I will have to walk around the long way. This is another ledge that requires another one. I thought I was smart, but I was actually extra dumb. At least there's ore that can be obtained from the long walk. Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get to the rat infestation before we have to rest again. Because I lose the strength bonus that we gained from the mutton stew if I have to rest additional time. Yeah, I was just demonstrating. Exactly. It went up the way it planned. Your feet sink into some repulsive muck. The ground shudders. So these are interesting, different fights. Kill the matriarch to end the fight. At the end of each round, the matriarch calls in numerous rats to help her. Try to destroy as many plague-infested outgrowths as possible before killing the matriarch to earn even more rewards. So the matriarch's in the middle, the broodmother. And then there are these plague-infested outgrowths in the periphery with 48 hit points each. For my first rat infestation, I'll probably mostly just try to kill the matriarch rather than to focus on doing the outgrowths. There's up to 6 outgrowths. At my current party strength, there would be no way to get 6. Like, forget it. Also, these plague-infested outgrowths will poison you when you get close to them. So, I might not even... I don't think I'm really going to be going for those, because I'm not interested in, like, getting super poisoned from this fight. If I had more archers, the might change a bit, but I don't have more archers. So I'm just deciding on the starting position. So my plan is to just have, like, shield rush in and start bashing the broodmother. Helga maybe is here to maim these guys with Diamond. Diamond comes in and whirlwinds here, possibly, to poison the broodmother and the plague rat. Kath can come in here. He won't cleave too many people on this side. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to spread out the two-handers so they're not hitting each other, but they're also hitting the broodmother. And then Roy has a ram. Yeah. So I like this start. So it's this plague rat takes its first turn. So let's start with die coming in here and whirlwinding the mother and this rat to death. Doing that will open up. Oh, you know what? I'm already max valor points. So what I think I'm going to do is open up with a frenzy on the mother. Spending some points so that I can earn more points because, you know, you can't go above cap. In this case, I'm actually going to have him disengage and stand in a position that Jazz can then synergistically stand next to him for more points. So these plague rats have a special ability, which is Fever. So Fever, they're pyrophobic. Fever decreases the amount of increases the amount of damage I take by 10%, which is stackable. So the more I get attacked by these rats, the more damage they will do to me. So I kill the rat that attacked me, and then I am going to close the distance to the broodmother, but stand here so I can kill this rat with a destabilizing... Oh, no, that won't be a killing blow. Nope, just end my turn. And that's a second stack of fever. So as you can see, this is one of those fights that gets harder the longer you wait. The other thing is, at the start of the fight, as you saw, the broodmother calls in backup after every round, and it's hard to tell, but these are rat warrens. This is where the backup's going to spill out. So there will be backup coming out here. And where's the other warren? Or hole, or whatever you want to call it. I'm not really sure where it is. But I don't want, like, my archer standing next to it, in other words, because that would make them vulnerable. Alright. I'm going to do a reckless charge like this. And then smack that rat and the mother. Galvanizing for a damage bonus. I like that. And I will stand... No, I'll stand here, actually. Off to the side, so I have less likely to hit teammates. Alright, next person, Jazz. With this galvanizing bonus damage, let's go ahead and stand right behind Diamond for an extra Valor points. Do a vicious shot on the mother. And a recoil shot, which would end the fight. Yeah, let's just do it. I don't need to take a lot of armor damage and get wounded. So, I will do the bare minimum. The result of this is I get carcasses, bait, infected blood, infected brain, and pristine fangs. And I didn't get any injuries, and I got just a minor amount of armor damage. So that was a really quick fight. There is a path for this, which is Exterminator. Destroying rats' nests. Which then unlocks the first Mystery and Wisdom knowledge point. So we have Endurance Run. I can run longer. Just a scratch. Companions are less prone to be injured in battle. Animal Instinct. Animals have reduced aggression range and give up the chase faster. Poachers. If I get Animal Instinct, chances to capture an animal increases. Asceticism. The troops eat less food. Tracker Language. The cost of items from Tracker Guild are reduced. Exterminators. Purging a rat also grants influence. Cleaners. Plague-infested outgrowth. Samples obtained from each rat nest growth increased by 1 if I have exterminators. Archivist. Double knowledge gain using the lecterns. But that's locked. I don't know how to get that yet. Restorers of Legends. The cost of upgrading a legendary weapon reduced by 50%. It's going to be... Obviously, I'm not going to be, like, upgrading legendary weapons right now, so that's probably, like, nice for later. Enlightened Opinions. Tortures last longer and light up the area in battle. And Archaeologists, which is sale price for studied antiquities increased 50%. So I think what I'm going to do, the way I'm going to spend it right now is probably asceticism, because that's like an immediate bonus that let's do just a scratch. We're less likely to get injured from battle. I want to take care of our people, so that makes sense. But these are the types of like big bonuses that you get once you fill out your path progress, or your PP. Man, it needs a better name. But yeah, it's the real advantage of working towards the challenges that you can get these really massive bonuses. They're really nice. And because of the scenario type that we started with, Power and Glory is the one that we're focusing on. That's our special troop challenge. I'm going to try to run up the back way this way for what resources we can find. Trying to get to the camp. Oh, nope. I don't want to go to a new zone. So if I zoom all the way out, I can see that this is a new region entirely. So let's not... At the start of the stream, I had to pick whether we were like free roam or region lock. So I picked region lock, which means that the regions don't scale to our level. So for me to switch regions right now means that the enemies that I'm going to face would potentially be way higher level, which would be bad to do unprepared for it. And we have a camp. So I lost my strength bonus, which is fine. I don't have the mutton for the mutton stew. We have a... what is this? There's no guarantee that anything will happen if I pray here, but what really worries you is that what might happen if I don't. So it gives a random bonus until the next rest, and I'll have Roy do that. There's nothing we can craft, nothing we can cook, so it's just a rest with no real changes here. But we have this lovely venison, which I can consume. So here we go, 19 out of 19. We'll burn 1 wood for happiness and rest. Because I'm going to need coal to upgrade my camp anyway. So, might as well stay happy. The next rest is going to be a paid payment rest. Good to know. And I did just gain more influence, so leveling up towards our Power and Glory knowledge. Naichi and Ink, thank you for the bits. And Roy has a conversation target. Haha, my old mother used to say that mercenaries never eat their fill. She only said, if only she'd seen yesterday's meal, a feast worthy of brokers. So this is a good thing. We can gain 5 happiness. Roy will become noisy, which increases enemy aggression range in the world and relationship gain for close companions. Pack up, which is suggested by Shield. Roy will gain vigilant, enemy aggression range reduced in the world, or scrape. Roy will gain satisfied, or satiated rather. This unit will consume 0 food until next rest. So it's a temporary bonus. So there's the choices. Sing, pack up, or scrape. Pack up? Alright, pack up. I know, I don't leave you a lot of time to vote. So here, where is that? Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, no, it all lasts for 1 rest. I'm sorry, I misled you. So there is the temporary bonus of Vigilant. So we don't get chased. I think that's the only person with a temporary bonus. So this is the temporary bonus, I think, as a result of praying at the eye. I could be wrong. Thank you for tuning in to Wartales, which originally streamed live on Twitch, July 27th as a marathon. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comments below, but please keep in mind that I'm relatively new to the game, and this was also streamed once as a marathon, meaning feedback cannot be incorporated. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, like this marathon, You can go to Rhadamant.com for my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams, as well as a link to Twitch. And if you would like to join my online gaming community as well, you can go to Rhadamant.com or a link in the description of this video to join Discord. Thank you so very much for watching. A special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and those that turned out for the marathon, and also viewers like you that tuned in on YouTube and made it all the way to the credits. So thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream of mine. Farewell, my fellow mercenaries.